talk shows, lectures, documentaries, discussions, arguments, information, education, entertainment, infotainment, music, drama, theatre and more. Only on Radioactive 90.4 MHz. Get active. Stay tuned.
Hello friends, you are listening to Radioactive 90.4 Bangalore's first community radio station. I am Santosh Avvannavar, hosting series on My School, Best School. In the 11th edition, I am in a beautiful campus with beautiful people at DRS International School, Hyderabad. Joining with me are
I am the head of the school.
The vice principal.
I'm Ms. Saba Hanspal, I'm the IBDP coordinator.
I'm Ritika, I'm the PYP coordinator. I'm Shandrai, a student of 9th grade.
I'm Niharika Thalasila, a student of 12th.
This series is in collaboration with QtPi Robotics. I welcome all to the talk show My School, Best School. The objective behind the series My School, Best School is to help parents to pick the best school for their child. Dear parents, remember you are looking for a school that will make the educational experience for your child and you as rewarding as possible. I would like to ask first question to Dr. Gaurav. Every child is unique. Some like learning through structured environment, some like a very challenging environment. How does the environment of the school helps to accommodate different child's need?
Well, as far as DRS International School is concerned, I think we pay a lot of emphasis on designing our classroom transactions and lessons through blend of different strategies which cater all kind of learners. And our sessions are carefully designed, keeping various kind of teaching strategies which take care of the multiple learning intelligences, and hence I think our classrooms are more engaging, which meets the diverse needs of learners.
Every child has a different learning style. I'm sure you agree to it. Some learn by saying, some learn by reading, some learn by listening and so on. How is the school prepared to handle this variant?
The school organizes training session for the teachers at the beginning of the year in March and also in the end of May, June. And every year we have sessions addressing multiple intelligence or styles of learning of the students. The teachers are taught how to address the visual learner or audible learner or the kinesthetic learner, and teachers have been given certain techniques. We get also experts from outside to give us the techniques. For example, a visual learner, teacher will be given training in how to present, maybe through a show or a puppetry show or through a video. The child learns better. So the teachers are trained in that, and I think they pick it up and present it in the class.
So does it mean that there are different techniques used for each classrooms? Understanding the child's background from a culture the child comes from, understanding the child's challenges and weaknesses.
They use blend of resources in the classroom, and these resources help to cater the needs of the learners. And also when they do the planning for the session, they keep in mind the kind of strategies and the resources they use. They meet learning needs of diverse kind of learners. So it's not that you have to really plan out this thing that okay, I'm catering to this learning style, but the strategy and the resource used as a part of the session plan and the teaching itself takes care.
Ms. Niharika, I believe what matters to school in the future is the best incoming student rather than best outgoing student. What are the reasons for you the school is going to be a puller for you in the future?
Personally, I'm doing the syllabus called IBDP. I'm really thankful to the school for offering so many wide variety of syllabuses. So I think DR especially, it follows a curriculum where students are not required to just study continuously reading textbooks. It's more of an interactive learning. Like Principal has already mentioned, we have a very interactive learning strategies. Teachers use methods like quizzes, and we have essays, we have presentations, which would really help us overcome our fear facing people while presenting. I think personally I was really scared before to present in front of a large group of people. But now, due to the syllabus I'm learning and from the help of my friends and teachers, I'm really able to do it better than what I was before. So I think it's really important to have interactive learning, and the school offers it.
Wonderful. So there are a lot of reasons for you. The school is going to be puller in future as well. Mr. Shan, do you see school as a second family? If yes, why?
I would like to say from my personal experience, that is, I joined the school in first grade. And I remember I was honestly scared at that time, but what I found surprisingly at that time was Teachers were more like what I would like to call productive friends, which is basically they were approachable and you could have a conversation with them at any time, whether it be about academic matters or anything else that interests you. And they help break the ice, having a tint of comedy at times and even in the whole class, so that everyone's at comfort while learning is happening simultaneously. Even after hearing like cases of unwelcome students, I was really pleasured to find that students in my grade especially welcomed me. There was no differentiation that this person's from another place, another town, another school. He's just one of us. He's like our family and we have to help him along with us. What I also see personally myself is that naturally in a class there are few people who each have their own skill sets. For example, in academics, there are few students who are naturally better. But what I see, and even teachers encourage this, is that the whole class goes together and everyone's helping each other as brothers and sisters. So everyone's about the same level. So I would definitely say that DRS is my second family.
Wonderful. Okay. There's a lot of peer learning happens and that makes you a lot of interest in being in the class.
Definitely.
Miss Niharika, what makes you connected to teachers, friends and staff of the school?
To answer this question, there are two types of connections. One can be a connection like friendship connection, and one is like as a teacher. In a friendship connection, I think teachers are very approachable at DRS. We can share with them what our problems are, we can talk to them about our interests, we can talk to them about what we are scared of, our fears and what we would like to improve upon. And also they're connected not only at the school but also after school. Suppose we have a doubt or we would like an explanation on a different topic. In our class especially, we have a group on Gmail where we can interact, we can solve each other's doubts and the teacher would also help us with it. With teachers in this school, it's almost like you're talking to a friend. It's not really like a higher authority, but again they also look at you from an elder perspective, so they would give you a perspective that your friends can't really.
Oh, okay. So you find a very conducive environment in the
Yes.
campus and you enjoy being in campus there. I have a question to both of you next. Niharika as well as Shyam both can answer this. Assume that if you're going to be in Hyderabad in the future, when you grow up and you start working here, would you put your child in the same school?
I would definitely do it because one thing I'm really happy about the school is that it offers not only about academics but it has a wide variety of sports and extracurricular activities. I was personally very interested in keyboard and piano when I was in my 5th grade, like during the initial stages of my education. I participated in orchestra and for annual days I used to be a part of the band of the school. So I think it's important for a student to not only be good in studies but also in extracurricular activities, because if suppose they go outside India and if they want to join a college, a university requires them to have extracurricular aspects in their resume. So I would definitely put my child in this.
I would definitely put my child as well, because what I have seen in my 9 years and hopefully in the coming years I'll be here is that every year there is a new scope of activities, a new scope of competitions and a new scope of skill sets added to the school. And such progress that happens every year undoubtedly offers a better experience for my child as well, because who knows where will DRS progress by then. It will just be a real paradise for my child. It's undoubtedly yes. I cannot say anything more in
Wonderful.
words.
So you see every teacher has your favorite teacher, is that
Yes.
why?
Yeah.
So that may probably pulls you back to the school, right? Dr. Gaurav, has the location of the school caused any challenge for parents to seek admission?
Well, we started about 15 years back and the school was established back in the year 2003. We didn't had any residential complexes and anything around over the past few years. Still, it is considered to be the suburbs. So distance has been a challenge, but it is a good note to share that we have many students with us who are coming from almost 30 kilometers. So it has been a challenge, but I think the kind of work entire teacher community and the people who make the school have been doing, so far we have been able to do pretty well. Distance has been a cause of concern, but yes, school is doing pretty well with all our efforts being.
What special achievements or recognition the school has achieved?
Well, I think others can add to it. We have received quite a few awards in the last few years. We have been rated consistently as one of the top international schools in Hyderabad over the few years, whether it is by
Times,
and Education now.
Education World, and many other surveys are being conducted from time to time. So we have been consistently being rated on quite high credentials in the entire state.
Into the state, yeah.
Recently, we got the high ranking 4.6 out of 5 on Great Places to Study survey done by one of the international organizations. Other than that, our students have been achieving a lot in past many years consistently, whether it be the sports arena, whether it be the literary area, whether it be the collaboration. Few students have organized a lot of entrepreneurship projects also, so they have been getting a lot of achievements, and they have been getting into quite a good international universities and national universities. So I think lot more achievements students have done.
Yeah, I wish that the school continues to receive all these awards and continue to progress and grow, and DRS reaches to many other locations which is there is a need of such schools. Miss Abba, what does a school do to develop the character of a child?
I think that is for DRS International School, the most important aspect that we look to develop in a child is the value system. The school has various modes and methods of doing that. We run something known as the value education program, which is run throughout the school, and it has a dedicated time allotment throughout the week where value systems of not our school but looking at the value system globally that needs to be imparted to the kind of children that we have today is imparted to the students. It also includes life skills program. It includes gender sensitivity program. As part of the gender sensitivity program, we teach our children not only to look at gender equality but look at gender equity, because a lot is being talked about women empowerment these days, but I think students need to have an understanding of the kind of value system that our country has and also in context of the global system. I think there are various programs in the school, and if I have to count on my fingers, I don't think I'll be able to finish off, which actually contribute towards a better value system, therefore contributing to the society at large.
Wonderful. So there is enough exposure for a child to explore himself or herself.
Absolutely.
And find a career or a life forward with it.
Absolutely.
Mr. Shah, are teachers fair in their responses to students in the classroom?
When you say fair, as we know, every child is different, and when we talk about fairness among students, it basically means that, for example, students a little weaker in academics have to be a little catered more to than students stronger in academics. So that is definitely present in every teacher in DRS, and it's visible in every teacher you will meet here, that they concentrate on the weaker students to help improve any weaknesses in them, while also not making the stronger students feel left behind or ignored. And as far as any other sense of fairness goes, I don't think I personally have had any concern, shall we say, discrimination, partiality. That's not even an imaginable problem in this campus.
Ms. Niharika, how do you find the extracurricular activities in the campus, and which is your favorite among them?
There are a wide variety of extracurriculars, like there's sports and there's music, there's art, there's craft. Out of all of these, I'm particularly interested in music. I've been a part of the school for 8 years, and for almost 5 years I've been learning piano. It's basically what the teachers develop in you. It's not only about what they teach you, but it's also how they make you understand that it's not just one activity that you can learn. Like, apart from learning music, I also am a part of chess community, and also I've been a part of the DRS Humane Club in the last 2 years. We have wide varieties, so it's not like I would choose one, but my favorite would definitely be piano.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Ms. Ritika, do all students have opportunity to participate in extracurricular activities?
Yes, they do. We do have various ways in which we ensure that the children participate, and every child is on stage. Classroom presentations to the grand finale that we have for the annual day. It goes from presentations in the class, presentations in the assemblies, the inter-house competitions, the annual day, which is a very, children look forward to it because every one of them goes through a process of auditions, getting selected, working for it, and they are confident. They do want to go into those audition programs because speaking in front of a crowd of 3,000, 4,000 people is not easy. So every child works to be there on stage, and every child from school is on stage in some manner or the other. They do have opportunities to also participate in the MUN that we host, and also they go out of school. Our children are confident children when it comes to speaking to children, speaking to even strangers. They do come across as very confident speakers. So it's basically what happens in school that brings in that confidence is what I feel.
Ms. Abba, what facility and services make the school unique?
I think I would expect contribution from the others as well. But I think we have flawless big campus. Considering we are far from the city, also gives us an opportunity to have a bigger, flawless campus for our students. We have the school skating ring, the swimming area, we have a cricketing pitch, we also have the lawn tennis. I think it's huge in terms of the space that we provide for our students. I think biodiversity is another aspect that we really pay attention to, where we want our kids to interact with nature. I don't think all schools really look into that area. The greener aspect, we are also part of the Green Schools program, where our children are directly involved into creating greener spaces in school and providing a feedback as a school community as to how we can provide better facilities to become a greener school and therefore contribute to sustainable development goals globally.
To make this happen, I'm sure Dr. Gaurav, what makes the school safe in terms of bullying, harassments and abusive behaviors?
Oh yeah, that's one thing which we really quite mindful about it, I would say that. Like we were just discussing some time back about the different kind of programs the school runs especially, is also to make people aware of how such kind of incidents can be reported and can be avoided. So it's more about making kids aware and empowered about how to not get into all such kind of things, and at the same time, if any such thing happens, how to handle and report that. So various kind of programs, whether it be value education program, whether it be life skills program, whether it be gender sensitivity program, whether it be the kind of trainings we conduct for our support staff. There is a well-drawn plan for the trainings which we conduct for our support staff in the school, so they are being educated about how the people around have to be handled, how students have to be respectful, at the same time be caring and be sensitive towards each other's needs. So I think all these things put together and the kind of rapport these students, teachers and entire community shares help us address these kind of issues quite effectively, I mean.
I have a final question to all of you. I want you to fill in the blank, maybe by a word or a sentence or two. My school, best school because dash.
Because we have a caring community of all stakeholders.
Because we never stop experimenting.
Because our teaching community are learners for their teachers.
I think because we are risk takers.
I think because we prize every child.
I think because it's a privilege to study in a school with so many opportunities, even outside the school.
Dear parents, I recommend to bring your child to DRS International School, Hyderabad, and I'm sure you will fall in love with campus, people and their interest in your child. This series in collaboration with QtPi Robotics. On behalf of listeners and Radioactive CR 90.4, I would like to thank all.
Thank you.
I'm closing session. I would like to thank the listeners. Please dial 22355 for your suggestion feedback. In case you missed listening to talk, the talk is available at soundcloud.com. Be active and keep listening to Radioactive. Signing off, your Santa Santosh. Thank you.
Talk shows, lectures, documentaries, discussions, arguments, information, education, entertainment, infotainment, music, drama, theatre and more. Only on Radioactive 90.4 MHz. Get active. Stay tuned.